GPS watch with front, middle, and back on it. What if it had hazards too? What if it had shot tracking? What if it had gobs and gobs of data that you could reference and see what your weaknesses and strengths were? Sounds pretty good. It might be all in this little watch. It's McEwen Reviews It. Let's hit some balls. Hey everybody, it's McEwen. Playing some golf here at the beautiful Harborside International Golf Course just outside Chicago. And on my wrist is the ShotScope V2. You can get a good look at that there. About 2 years ago, I came across the V1, their first product that was launched, and I was thoroughly impressed with it. The biggest thing for me, the V1 did just shot tracking and gave you a bunch of data on their dashboard through the phone and through the website. The really nice thing about it for me was that you didn't have to tag. So I've tried some other of the shot tracking things, and the tagging just, it didn't agree with me. So I kind of gave up on it, and then the V1 came along and I was hooked. Don't ask me how it works. As far as I'm concerned, it's some kind of voodoo magic that they do, but it works. Now, really cool thing is this V2 that just came out. It was kind of the belle of the ball at the PGA show in Orlando. It got a lot of attention, and it's because it's an amazing product. So they took the V1 shot tracking ability, and now they've added GPS to it. So you get front, back, middle, you know, and that's from the tee box for any kind of par 4, par 5, par 3, obviously. And they give you hazards as well. So they get a ton of information on this little watch. And then of course you've got all of your data that is accessible once you sync up to look at, you know, the length of your shots, the length of your irons and your driver. And the other really cool thing about the V1 and V2 is their pin location system. So you get onto the green and this thing automatically flips over and knows that you're on the green. Once you make your number of putts, 1 or 2 putts, when you go to pick up your ball out of the hole, you mark the number of putts that you've made and it tags that hole right there. So it gives you a far more accurate reading of what kind of proximity to the hole you've got, as well as, you know, your length of putts. And all this stuff will track online on the dashboard. It's really, really nice. The other really nice thing about the ShotScope V2 is that you get free lifetime firmware upgrades. So when I originally got the V2, it didn't actually have hazards on there, but then they came out with a firmware release. I plugged it into my computer, synced it up, and now I've got hazards. So really, really cool watch. The one maybe downside for some people is that it's a watch and you're wearing it, and you can see it's got a little bit of heft to it, it's got some bulk to it. But really, it's something for me that I've just gotten used to. I wear kind of a Fitbit anyway, so I'm kind of used to something on my wrist. It's not really that big a deal for me, but maybe it may turn some people off, but I would at least give it a shot. I mean, really, maybe just try testing out, wear a watch around the course, and if you get used to it, upgrade to this bad boy. And then the other piece of it, I'll say, so I'm a little early in the testing. I've gone 4 rounds with it probably, but I tend to play on off hours so I can do this kind of stuff. So yesterday I played a 3.5 hour round. Today I expect it to be another 3 hour round or so. No one's out here, so maybe even less. And after a round yesterday, I didn't charge it, and I've got about a half a battery left. So if you get on, you know, a course on a Saturday or a Sunday, you know, I would expect it to last the whole round, but it only lasts you 1 round. You have to go and plug it in, you know, and it comes with the USB cable. You plug it into, you know, you can have your iPhone adapter, you can plug it in your computer. There's multiple ways of charging it. It'll, you know, that's not really an issue. But other than that, this watch is, I don't know what else you could want. GPS, hazard GPS, shot tracking, data, putt marking, free firmware upgrades for life. And then again, the data on the dashboard is just, it's priceless to see what your game is doing and how you're playing and where your misses are and what kind of lengths you have compared to what you think you may have, right? So highly recommend this one. Go check it out. Shotscope.com. It's a pretty, I mean, I love it. I don't mean to gush necessarily, but it's a really, really good product. And their tech support is top notch too. I had some questions about how it worked and how to sync and all that kind of stuff, and they answered it right away. The cool thing, one more last thing about syncing your golf courses. So what I've been doing is, before I leave the house, I grab my phone, open up the ShotScope app, and you can grab the course that you're going to play. From there, if you just sync up, you can just, via Bluetooth, this connects to your phone, you sync it up, it takes, I don't know, a minute maybe, and then that's it. Course is in your watch. And you go and play, no tagging, no thinking, just go, have a real nice round. So I would highly, highly recommend this thing. It's really nice, super cool technology. And again, I don't know how it works, some kind of voodoo, but man, it works great, and I would highly recommend it. But that's it. This is McEwen Reviews It. And I'm gonna go play some more golf. See ya.